Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well and welcome back to America's latest real-life air-to-air missile, the AIM-120D3 versus the Chinese long-range PL-15. At this point you're saying you've already done this twice, why are you doing it again? We are doing it a third time. I'm attacking it for one final time and then I promise I will leave it alone. But if you're the kind of person that likes technical details and seeing how technical details can affect a battle, this is probably the video for you. So stick with me. There's going to be quite a bit of talking to begin with, then we're going to go and do the battle. So I really need to explain how we got here, otherwise nothing is going to make sense. It's all about tweaking details, which is pretty much all I do in the background. So we started here on 23rd April this year, our first attempt. AIM-120D3, which is United States improvement to the existing AIM-120D1 to extend its range to match China's PL-15. I used Super Hornets from a carrier for America and I used J-15s from a carrier for China. Now the problem is the Chinese won. Now that isn't a problem in itself. I'm happy for China to win, but it won at a kill ratio of 3-1, signaling there was a problem there. So we scratched that. We started again with this attempt 2, just a straight up big air wing versus air wing air battle. This time America used their F-15E/EX hybrid plane. China won again and at an annoying kill ratio, better than last time. This time it was 2-1. Then if you watch that video, at the end of it I found a small bug in the J-15. This is very normal stuff, by the way. All of the GR planes are full of little bugs here and there. It's just how it is, and slowly over time I'm finding them and I'm fixing them, and each plane's getting more and more realistic over the years. I fixed that bug. It was to do with the G loading of the J-15. It was allowing 10G, so I pulled it back down as it should be, and it helped the result a bit. Since then I've been thinking about it when I go to sleep. It's just the kind of thing I just can't leave alone, like that sore bit in your mouth you just can't stop tonguing. That's what this is for me. So I'm attacking it one more time. So I've scoured over the missile code /gotch to do it for me, and you can't find any errors in the missiles. So the missiles are definitely working. I've been over the J-15 again. I've been over the F-15 again. Again, I can't find any errors. It all looks good. The code for these things is relatively simple, a few hundred lines. It's not super complex like a core game aircraft. So I went back to you guys. A lot of you guys speak to me in the background, and I asked you guys to analyze it for me, analyze the fight. And a few of you guys spotted that the American aircraft were not dodging missiles properly. They're kinematics, not kinetics, they're kinematics, the movement of objects in a closed system, were not working as well as the J-15. So I thought, okay, why aren't the F-15s moving properly? So I set up a drag race, just the F-15C from core game and the F-15E/EX. They should be about even. I set them off and they accelerated, and the F-15C won massively compared to the F-15E, signalling a kinematic problem. So I went back to the chap who made the original F-15EX for us. His name is Spino. He's another mod maker. And what we found out is that although there's no error in the F-15E, I used an older version of his mod with the older engines in, the Pratt & Whitney 220s, generating about 25,000 pounds of thrust. They should be modelled with the newer engines, the Pratt & Whitney 229s, which have nearly 30,000 pounds of thrust, much more powerful. So there, I think, is our error found. I went and changed our version from the Pratt & Whitney 220s to the 229s, adding about 20% more power. How much difference is that going to make? Well, today we're going to find out. Let's just show some aircraft here. It's going to help explain exactly what we're doing. So, as a baseline, we have F-15C. This is a core game aircraft, and we can rely on it to be pretty realistic. It's got the Pratt & Whitney 220 engines in, generating 25,000 pounds of static sea level thrust per engine, 50,000 pound total, or just below. It has a gross weight, so that is full internal fuel with no external stores, on of 44,000 pounds. A power to weight ratio in this configuration of 1.14. That's our baseline. Here's our newly upgraded F-15E with the Pratt & Whitney 229 engines in. just under £30,000 of static sea level thrust per engine. I should say, if 20% increase from 25 to £30,000 doesn't sound very much, viewers, 20% extra power on a fighter engine is night and day. It's a huge increase for a fighter to have. So I am expecting differing results today. The F-15E is a heavier aircraft, £54,000 gross, with a power-to-weight ratio of 1.11, slightly less than the F-15C. Then, for reference, I put in the J-15B and the Su-35. The J-15B, and you can see the Grim Reaper's variants here. If you're a real super fan of GR, you'll even be tracking these variants and what I'm changing on each variant. £31,000 static sea level thrust per engine, 62 in total, with a gross weight, as described before, of £66,000 and a thruster-weight ratio of 0.94. I should say, as well as buffing or increasing the power on the F-15E engines, I'm also going through the other GR aircraft, of which there are 25 in the background, and starting to change and update them to be more realistic as well. This includes the J-15. It was slightly underpowered, and I've done various tests on it, and I'm pretty sure I've got it right now. I've increased its power by 4%. Finally, the Su-35 is not taking part today, but I've put it in as just an example of what I've been doing in the background. It has £31,000 of static sea level thrust from its AL-31 Saturns, a gross weight of £67,000. By the way, why is the Su-35 heavier than the J-15B? It is in real life. I don't know. I would love you guys to answer that. With a thruster-weight ratio of 0.93. The Su-35 was actually slightly overpowered. I've reduced its overall power by 3%. This brings everything in line now, pretty much perfect to how it should be in real life. So, with the newly upgraded engines of the F-15E, the upgraded J-15 and the slightly nerfed Su-35, let's give it a drag race. In fact, guys, why don't you have a prediction? Who's going to win the drag race and why? Full internal fuel, no stores.
I would say the C model then probably.
I'll say the EX just to go against the C.
It's all starting at 36,000 feet and 400 knots ground speed, so from pretty slow. 3, 2, 1, go. This is the Su-35. That's the J-15. Look at the massive angle of attack they have to start at because I've started them so slow. That's on purpose. There's the F-15E, X hybrid, and there's the F-15C. Already we can see the F-15s pulling away. 20 seconds in. F-15C starting to pull away.
I think that the co-pilot of the 15 gained some weight.
Yep, no, that's absolutely true. The part of the extra weight, the F-15E, comes from the co-pilot and his environmental stuff they have to include in there. 45 seconds in. 50 seconds in. And pause at 1 minute. Let's see where we are. After 1 minute, the F-15C has reached 684 knots ground speed. The F-15E EX hybrid, 651 knots. The J-15, 610 knots. And the Su-35, 590 knots. Why? Viewers, it's the F-15C. The fastest, well, it's got the best power-to-weight ratio here in this configuration, which will help. But the main thing is it's not very draggy. Note how clean its frontal cross-section is. No pylons to get in the way and stuff like that. And even at 36,000 feet, where the air pressure is very low, drag makes a big difference. This guy here's got almost the same power-to-weight ratio, but he's slower. And that is because, look at his drag coefficient. All these bits that stick out and pods and stuff like that. It makes a difference up here, and that's why he's only second. Then you've got the two Flanker series aircraft. There are various variants of it, but these are both Flanker bases. Well, these are inherently slower aircraft. They have bigger frames, they have bigger wingspans, they also have, as standard, their pylons on, all of these things increasing drag. As well as that, they have a different design philosophy. The Flanker series are built around a huge internal fuel tank, technically a series of fuel tanks, which carry all of their fuel internally, whereas the F-15s only carry about half of their fuel, or about 60% of the F-15E internally. The other percent is carried in jettisonable fuel tanks. It's a very different way of doing things. So this is always, in this configuration, going to be slower for that reason. That means more weight, more fuel, and that means more drag because of more angle of attack. So, why have I done that? I've done that to prove to you that we've now got the aircraft configured right. Before I had done this final configuration, this race was wrong. It was giving invalid results. So now we've got it bang on, and I hope you're happy that I've proved that to you. So those are the technical changes that we've made today. Let's go and have a look at today's actual battle. It's actually the same battle pretty much that we did for the second time round. Very quickly, I don't want to waste your time, we have a battle area of a diameter of 250 miles. Each side has AWACSes. The red side over here, the Chinese and the American side over here. Each AI flight will spawn in every 4 minutes, I think it is, so we don't get too much of a congested battle space at once. That's a total of 32 Americans versus 32 Chinese, plus a sprinkling of humans, which we'll talk about in a minute. The J-15s will be full fuel. They will have 8 long-range PL-15 air missiles and 4 close-range PL-10s. All AI is set to the same max skill level, fire at maximum range, return to base when you're out of long-range missiles. So the most realistic configuration we would expect. The F-15EEX hybrid is set the same in terms of their AI and what they're supposed to do, and the same pretty much for their weapons as well. AIM-120D3, which is what today's all about, 8 of them, and 4 AIM-9X for close range, and exterior fuel tank. 32 AI with 1 life. Humans, you get infinite respawning lives. You start slightly behind and do whatever it is you want to do until we think the test is finished. We have to make some predictions. I've done some little bit of testing, but I've not run it through because I want to be as surprised as you are, viewers. But with the engine changes, the 20% increase in power in the F-15E and a slight increase of the AL-31 in the J-15 by 4% just to keep it in line with reality. Bearing in mind that China won really well last time, who's going to win? Oh, I've got to show you the missiles. One more thing. Sorry, viewers. To the best info we have available at the moment, and this may be lies. We never know if China's lying, but this is the public information. It's what we have to work to. We can't just guess or make it what we want. That's not how it works. PL-15, 120 so miles, Mark IV. The AIM-120, a much lighter missile, interestingly. Mark IV as well. Where is it? The AIM-120D3, here it is. Slightly shy by 12 miles, 110 miles. Which side is going to win and by how much?
The PL-15 just seems to be OP currently, whether that is real world or not, but it's a bloody dangerous missile.
I think the weight of it helps. We've modelled it heavier, and it is a heavier missile in real life. I personally, in-game, think that helps. I may be wrong, I may have that completely wrong, but that's a interesting thing. Anyone else?
The 10% range was given 3 times the kill. Is that what it was?
The most recent one was 2-to-1 kill ratio. But remember, we've now upped the engines in the F-15. They're much more powerful. They're 20% faster, or faster accelerating. They can dodge 20% better.
It won't be 2-to-1. I think the Chinese will still win, though.
Yeah. I think the kill ratio is going to be much more favourable, hopefully, to the Americans, about 1.5-to-1, something like that. As well as that, viewers, there's always a kind of random factor. Every time we run this, you know, a different thing happens. So just bear that in mind. You've got to take it a little bit with a pinch of salt. And here we go, viewers. Americans are Wombat, Squirrel, Cannonball. Chinese are Poosh, Brandon. I'm aware that's unfair. We've got an extra guy on the American side. Don't worry, it won't make much difference at all, viewers. You've got 32 AI aircraft and just 2 or 3 humans. It's almost a negligible percent. Guys, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, I'm really excited about this, viewers. I've been thinking about this for the past month, which is the time between when we did the previous one. I can guarantee I've set this up 100% fairly in every way. I've not messed around with the missiles or done anything weird. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not biased. I'm biased. I want the Americans to win. I prefer the F-15 to the J-15, viewers. But it is set up fairly. And that's it. Let me go and look at my humans. We have my F-15 humans in their lovely livery. Woo! One thing before any missiles start firing we can look at, viewers, is the speed differences now with the new modelling. Just quickly look at my Chinese humans. Hello, Chinese humans.
Hello.
Let's have a look at my AI Chinese. Hello, AI. Hello, I am AI. And my American AI. Gee whiz! Right, let's look at some speed. So far, China, everything starts out equally. China have managed 120 knots. America has managed, 880 knots. About 10%, they're accelerating about 10% more, which is about what we saw in our drag race, roughly. Bearing in mind, everyone's got missiles and stuff, the extra weight. So the Chinese are up to 900 knots. The Americans up to 970 knots. So again, about 8% faster. We look at that lovely livery. Sexy. F-15E, best E. The E we're using is not the official one. It's our kind of hybrid one we're using at the moment. distance between fronts in nautical miles of 150 nautical miles. The J-15s are up to 986, nay on 1,000 knots. Americans, 1,070. Again, that's 7% faster. Scoreboard a bit at the top right, which will tell you all the fancy data you need to know. J-15s have topped out at 995, 996. They've topped out, what's that, Mach 1.6. Bearing in mind that they've got all these stores on. 1.6 is their maximum speed. F-15s have also topped out at 1076, which is about Mach 1.7. So these guys can go Mach 1.6 with that lot on them. And these guys can go Mach, they've dropped their tanks, look, 1.7. So slightly higher top speed. Again, I think I've got that modelling about right. Obviously, with other stores, we've got missiles going out from the Chinese at, well, I've got to check the distance of 120 nautical miles, as expected. When are the Americans going to fire with their new AIM-120D3? Immediately going cranking and defensive. The Americans are now firing at 115 miles, so they're slightly overblown their shots. Why is that? And that's because they can fly a little bit faster, so they can fire a little bit before the Chinese could, based off the missile range, if that makes sense. Let's have a look at the missiles. Here we have the PL-15 already off burn. These missiles do not burn for very long. They rely on a large parabola arc to do their long range. And there is the American improved AMRAAM. Interestingly, the main difference between the AIM-120D1 and D3 are software avionics upgrades. It's the intelligence to know how they can loft to intercept a fighter that makes it a longer range missile. And that's apparently why the PL-15's a good missile as well. Again, apparently none of this is, well, I don't know. I can only work to public data, so there you go.
Squirrel contacts on the nose, 140 miles.
That's squirrel right there. The F-15EX can actually carry some more missiles, viewers, but bear in mind this is an EEX hybrid. I thought 12 missiles will be enough, and we're firing again. Pang. 6 missiles fired. The American missiles are slightly more expensive, as they are whole battery more missiles coming out of the J-15s. Okay, all missiles are passing bullseye at about the same time, which means that the PL-15s were fired first, but the AIM-120s were fired closer to bullseye. The next flight of AI have spawned in, and in fact these guys are already firing from the rear. That may make a difference, viewers. I'd love to have the ability to really have an AI that could analyze this and tell me exactly why, who's winning and why. Now here's the thing, the PL-15s are going to reach the F-15s before the AIM-120D3s are going to reach the other guys. Now, how well are they going to maneuver with their new engines? This is what today's all about, viewers. 20% extra power in all flight regimes. Oh, not a good start. Not a good start. One F-15 down, 2 F-15s down. Oh, come on, boys.
Squirrel Fox.
Help Uncle Cat, please. Oh, God. Oh, all F-15s down. Oh, and only one J-15 down. Come on. All right. Stick with it, viewers. Stick with it. That firing at that range of... Oh, no, that... I don't know. That range advantage of firing to begin with just makes it slightly better, viewers. Don't lose faith. Keep punching. Keep punching. Punch above your weight, viewers. Let's go. Right, our humans are in trouble now. Don't give up, Americans. Don't get upset and quit the video. Stick with it. You'll never achieve anything in life just quitting. Good evasion. What about this guy? Good evasion. Look, he's hiding in a canyon. Look. Dished it in a canyon. Oh, it doesn't look good for the Americans. The next volley of PL-15s are coming in. Well, they've managed to fire their AIM-120Ds. I think just that ability to be able to fire first gives you that tactical advantage, Viewingtons. Because this is definitely the improved F-15s with the improved engines. 20% better, essentially, in kinematically now. Well, that's not technically true, but engine-wise. The wings still do the same job. Humans are doing what humans do. AI dumb, they just fly at each other and fire long-range missiles. Humans go and do canyon stuff, and they certainly survive a lot longer. Okay, so far a kill ratio of 2 to 1, exactly what we had last time. 4 F-15s down to 2 J-15s down. Now this is an interesting fact, and maybe this is what's winning it for the Chinese. The Chinese have fired 33 missiles. The Americans have only fired 24. Why is that? Because of their longer range missiles, they've been able to be in parameters to fire more missiles. Is that important? Yeah. The missiles are about as good as each other, but you fire 50% more, you're going to win the battle, right? Unless one side's a stealth or something. So it's got to be that. It's got to be that's winning for them. Good dodging there from F-15. Using those Pratt & Whitney 229s. I think the F-15EX is actually getting an even more powerful engine, but we're sort of modelling on an existing E with some better avionics and stuff. Smash the J-15 down. Oh, and another! Oh, it's 4 kills to 4. I told you. Don't quit the video because you're losing viewers. We might win this. 5 F-15s down to 4 J-15s. That's not bad. And another one's just dodged. Get some, baby. Look at that. Oh, he's got the power to just smash upwards now. Remember last time, they were pretty much stalling under their weight. And look at that. And the missile went straight past his face. It's got that power to push us up into the upper atmosphere now. I think the F-15Es, the very first ones, did get a 220 engine, but then upgraded to the 229s. Smash. 5 to 5. Now this is what we're talking about, Viewington Wewingtons. 5 kills to 5 kills.
Scroll down.
Roger, respawn. You are dehuman. That's down to 7 to 5 now, but it's still not bad. I think this guy's going to be in trouble. Come on, dodge it, man. Dodge it. Oh, too late. Definitely too late, viewers. No, it's not. He's alive. He's alive. He's definitely evading. That's that one. That one's coming for him. Yep, it's coming for him. Its nose is twitching. There he is. He's going to avoid it. He's going to avoid it. Didn't even need an afterburner. The power of his engines got him up to 40,000 feet, and then he had the potential energy to ride down on to dodge this missile. Whereas last time he probably would have only got up to 20,000 feet or whatever, and never would have dodged a missile. I think that's what's happening there. Stand to be corrected. 7 F-15s down to 5 J-15s. Oh, and a thing! A merge right in the middle of all of this. I love it when this happens. And this is the beauty of humans, viewers. You won't see this with AI. Remember, guys, you're up at 10,000 feet. Don't think you're at sea level, because you're not. Your planes will need extra manoeuvring room. Guarantee they don't listen. Also, these are very big, heavy fighters. Missed opportunity there. Neither can quite get a high or full sight shot. Yes, they can. Aim on X. Missed. Archer missed. What a great fight. Look at that, viewers. Look at those 2 arcing missile trails. Oh, this is very exciting. Oh, and he's lost contact. Lose sight, lose the fight. It's Cannonball versus Brandon. The Dutchman versus the American. Two big heavyweight sluggers. Look at him bend! Look at him bend! Smash! Oh, he's hit, but he's not dead. He survived. Uh-oh, a thing's happening.
Nah, I'm done.
No, he's down. He is down. Brandon is kaput. Well, he definitely is now, because an AMRAM just smacked in your face. Good shot. Well done, Cannonball. Dogfight 1. Good attempt, Brandon. Who just got that high off ball sight in place. 8 to 8 losses. It's 1 to 1. America could win. Just by ramping up some old engines. Analyze that screen and tell me what's going on. 9 to 9. This is really good. There is a very good chance America can win this now. 50-50. Dons the Visager. We don't need that. Come on, fly better. No. Use your burner. Ah, god damn it. 12 to 10. Missile just doesn't quite have the legs that the American does. Look, that the Chinese does. Sorry. Ah, you swinehund. Right, 12 to 10. We can still do this.
Going to do a thing.
There's Bush. He is 100% doing a thing. Oh, here's a thing, viewers. Here's a... Oh, yep. It's going to drop on him. It's going to freaking drop on him. He exposed himself to the AWACS line of sight, and that means... Oh, the notch on it. Wow, with those big, powerful new engines, viewers. Maneuvered him out of danger. Nice. 12 to freaking 11, and this sucker's coming in now. It's going to catch him up. It's going to catch him up. It's left it too late. Pang. Your engines are no match to mine. 12 to 12. It's 12 to freaking 12. Valued viewers. Sometimes it just goes right. Mike's running away from a serious piece of kit. It's still tracking. Has he dodged it? Oh, who knows, Viewingtons? No, it's run out. Stalled itself, look. Look, it's dropping right down. It's failed. Right. 13-12, and everything to play for. Two humans have bypassed each other in the mountains, as you can see. This is a dangerous one coming in. Now look at the extra power pushing them high above the missile. They wouldn't have done that before, I doubt. There's the sonic boom. And he's managed to get his own missiles out. Smash, smash. 14 F-15s down to 12 J-15s. Okay, a fresh bunch of Chinese have just spawned in. And they're firing their long-range PL-12s. This is très exceptionnel. If that's the thing. Which is probably not. Look at this guy's going friggin' nuts. This China's person's just chucked 4 missiles out. I'm Chinese. I'm incredibly angry at you. For having such a lame kill-to-weight ratio. Kill-to-death ratio. Fresh bunch of fresh-faced Americans from junior high. Whatever the hell that means. Oh, Mr. Mogato. Look at that. Smashing dodger. Now we're dodging, viewers. And he's fired a missile off. Go on, sir. I'm calling him Clements. Clements' best eagle driver. Oh, look, Pusha's got friggin' underneath the Americans and he's shooting missiles up at them. That's a dangerous place. Oh, Clements has got 2 big wallabies coming right at him. Would not want to be Clements right now. Has he got the power to evade now? Look at him. Smashing his afterburners on. Pulling away from the missile. 1,200 knots. 1,100 knots. Come on! Beat it! That, sir, is... Oh, no. That, sir, is what 20% extra power can do to your jet, viewers. No way he would have dodged that before. I love making these small changes, viewers, and seeing what it does on the battlefield. And the concept of how a small, innocuous change can make a huge change in the battle. Isn't that interesting? 17-14. Still, all to play for. 3 kill delta is nothing. Oh, yeah. So got some Chinese guys getting hammered by D3s in the back. Oh, human merge going on. Is there anything better in life than a human merge, viewers? I don't think so. Apart from Pratt & Whitney 229 engines, obviously. Which I listen to every day, by the way, because the 48th Air Wing, consisting of 70-odd F-15Es... Oh, bang! Poor old Wombat! He's angered the gods.
No.
And by gods, I mean Brandon. Oh, the Dutchman. That's my Dutch accent. Is not happy with Wombat being there. No part American.
I just had a missile impact right behind me. Not sure what that was.
Right, what to watch now? 18-15 is still all to play for. Come on, USA. Go Brandon. As in, our Brandon. No, he's on the wrong side. Don't go Brandon. Look at this thing chasing behind him. No, it's just falling out. Look, that guy just dodged it. Just. And smashed out a PL-15 or 2. Ladies and gentlemen, wunderbar is what you'd call this. Oh, bent right round. 18-16, Delta 2, come on! That one is going to go down and is going to hammer him right on his little battle axe of a face. Maybe not. Vielleicht nicht. Oh. Yes! Superior engine! Powered his way out of the envelope of the missile by doing a massive split S. You, sir, hero. Must be Clemens again. And his Rio. Battle Eye. Not Rio, what are they called? Something. 18-17! Woo! 18-17! It could not be closer! Unless it was 18-18, but we'll ignore that. Someone shoot down Brandon. That's an hors d'oeuvre. Okay, good dodge. This guy just evaded. The radar cross-section viewers, I've set the same. They're both about 5 meters squared. I'm not entirely sure what either of them is in real life, but they're both big, heavy, non-stealthy fighters. So about 5 meters squared is what I set those type of fighters to. So yeah, that side of things will be no difference.
Something's found me.
Brandon, Mr. D3 has got your name on it. And he is inexorably walking towards you. 19-19, it's even Stevens again! What a freaking battle! Chase Brandon! Die, Brandon! Run out of fuel! Have a systems failure! Have a burst appendix, not really.
Squirrels, Winchester, Fox 3s. I'm just going cold now. They're just chucking stuff at me.
Yeah, that does tend to happen, doesn't it? I haven't seen you. There you are. Yeah, you're right in the meat of it, aren't you? Yeah, that's the thing. If you die, that's a tick against you on the scoreboard. So the humans have got to really try and stay alive. 21 to 21, 21 to 22. The Americans are winning. No, they're not. Yes, they are. J-15's 22 down to 21 Americans down. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is absolutely nuts, Fewingtons. For the first time today, the Americans have clawed it back and are now winning. Why? Look at it and tell me why, clever people. Why is this happening? You must understand the science. Is it all tactics? The AI doing a thing that helps their tactics? I don't know. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh no! 22! 134 Chinese missiles fired, 130 American missiles fired. It's almost equal. Oh, what's happened there? These guys have RTB'd. They finished. They've done what they said. They've run out of missiles. They've run out of fuel. They've gone home and landed. Fair and square. Could not be closer. 137 missiles to 132 missiles. Titchy witchy bit favour in the Chinese, but the score. Oh, the Chinese have taken the lead again. Oh, I'm bouncing around, positively bouncing around on my chair, viewers. I even had like 6 hours sleep last night, which at the moment is freaking unheard of. Well, maybe not 6, but more than normal. Oh, there's an AMRAAM coming in. Could it be No, it couldn't. It's just skating. He's outturned it, look. I've outturned you. Up here, 45,000 feet, there's not a lot of air pressure, viewers. These fins don't work very well on old AMRAAM type technology. They just gonna skate and slide about, just like a plane does, really. Very hard to control a plane up there. Very hard. Unless it's like a U2 or something. Maybe that'll be a bit easier. But there's no U2s here. Here's a dangerous one. Yes, he's just outpowered it, look. Smash! Huge, great split S, viewers. Afterburner on, all the power in the world, 60,000 pounds of thrust right there. That's stack sea level, that increases massively as he goes faster, but it decreases as he goes higher. It's dynamic. Look at that guy. Smash! 22-23, Chinese still holding the smallest of margins. If you're a Chinese guy, what are you thinking right now? If you're an American guy, what are you thinking right now? All kinds of things I would expect.
I'm probably dead now.
Is that thing still chasing you, Brandon? He does not give up. It's like a friggin' torpedo. Pretty much flying backwards. Good evasion again. Smashed a massive split S in time. Missile couldn't handle it. Missile dodged. But still, it's completely even Stevens. There's a massive no man's land of 40 miles and no one can penetrate that sucker apart from Poosh and Brandon, who are about to meet their freaking maker. What's that? What's going on there? Oh, yes! You know what happened? Oh. Where'd he go? He must have died. There he is, dead. You know what happened there? He committed to firing the shot, viewers. He committed to fire, which takes seconds in a flanker. It takes like 3 seconds to fire a shot because of stupid Russian design. And so he committed, and those 3 seconds he gave up dodging. And therefore he didn't have time to dodge. Kind of a Chinese problem, but here is comeuppance. Americans don't have that problem. They're firing, they're pushing fire. Ah, damn. 25-24, come on! Oh my goodness gracious me. It's all hotting up again after a bit of a hiatus. Missed. Suck. Miss. Bunch of missed. What do they miss, viewers? So many reasons. It depends what this plane's doing, whether he's using his jammer. What about the line of sight on the AWACS? What about the post-opera effect and the notch filter of the AWACS? All these things are in and pretty much modelled. Not perfectly, but, you know, pretty well. Heavens, nothing's modelled perfectly, viewers. Not even in the military simulations.
Scroll down.
20. No, we've had a bit of a kick in the nuts there. 28-25, viewers. Keep pushing, guys. Don't give up. What have we learned today? 29-25. No, you don't. China have had a last-minute push from the back. They've just been lobbing big long-range missiles. 90, 80 miles that have connected. The Americans might be running out of fuel, you know. No, I doubt it, because none of the planes actually last very long in this. They only last for a few minutes before they're dead. Before the other guys come in. So I doubt anyone's run out of fuel.
Be a thing happening here again.
Huh. Yes, there is. He knows. He knows that's going to happen. This is going to be a fitting ending to today, viewer. They don't have this God mode, so they don't know where the other guy is. Oh, there he is. Oh, it missed! It freaking missed! And that one hit. Are you dead, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm dead, Cap.
Yes, good kill. Great kill. Flares and decoy. can stay alive, because you don't want to add the kill. You don't want to add to the death. It's your thing. Take that back, viewers. I 100% take that back. Oof. Why does he keep doing that? Yep. He's hit by an AMRAAM. He's definitely dead now. Okay, that good news. 30 to 28. It's still winnable. Oh, good dodge, sir. And missile. That's how you do it. And the last AIs are spawning in now. After 29 minutes. 2 humans dangerously close to each other. Uh-oh. One of my beautiful F-15's about to go down, viewers. Ah, there. Good dodge. Great dodge. Used line of sight. Thing might be happening here. They sort of know each other's around, but I don't know where each other is exactly, so... We do, though, viewers. We freaking do. 30 to 28. They're still trying to find each other, look. Hey, nerds. Stop flirting with each other and find each other. Still 30 to 28. Nothing's happening. Oh, the thing is happening there, though, Viewingtons. Maybe. Look, he fired a missile and his dodge. No. Oh, these guys have finally found each other. Endlich. Good shot. Cannibal on a freaking roll today. You dead, Poosh?
Negative.
Fight on, I say.
Well, I guess I am now.
Superior dogfighting from the F-15s today. .31 F-15 shot to 29. That's about to be heavy. Oh, we missed! What's up with the Hobbs today? They're just missing.
I feel like 100-mile kill.
Wow, that's impressive.
Wow, that was crazy.
31 to 30 viewers. This is getting absolutely ridiculous.
I shot that from spawn, Cap.
Wow,
I shot that one from spawn.
That's when it works well. They rarely work. 100-mile shots rarely work, but when they do, it's kind of satisfying. Viewers, as you know by now, we don't script these results for views, but damn, if I did, 31 for 30. Oh my, oh, it just missed. Or did it? No hit, but he didn't die. Damn! The warhead didn't work properly. Exploded too soon or too slow. I do my own damage models now, viewers, so I know how the damage mechanics work in game now. And if it had exploded right, it would definitely have got it. Like that one! Oh! 31 to 31! That makes a great screen grab there. A Chinese man just falling out of the sky and not even bothering ejecting. You know why? It's because he got hit in the shrapnel, so the pilot got killed. 32, oh damn, 32 to 31. We'll call the result once the last AI goes down. Oh, here's a thing. This might even... Oh no! Ah, poor squirrel's down. 33 to 31. Humans, you can carry on while I'm chatting, but all the AI have stopped fighting now. The last guy's on final. Right, so I'm closing the scores there officially at 33 F-15s down, 31 J-15s down. Interestingly, the F-15s actually fired more missiles than the AIM, 191 to 176 of the Chinese. Why is that? They're the same amount, and the Chinese had slightly better longer range missiles. Is it because of those improved engines giving the F-15E now a better acceleration? Did it allow them to get into better firing parameters, dodge more missiles? I don't know, you tell me. At the end of the day, the Chinese still won, but by the slimmest of margins, which is kind of really what I was hoping for. Now I've improved the F-15E in line with real life. What does that prove? That tiny changes can make a huge difference. All I did was up the power by £4,500 on the engine, and the result is massively changed, and nothing else has changed. That's crazy. It also shows how well the sim is programmed to accept those tiny changes and have such a big effect. It also shows how worrying it is asked for me and other mission designers of how perfect you've got to get everything matched. Tiny little changes can make such big differences. So I hope we can all learn a huge amount here now. I'm going to let the last dogfight kind of happen. I've got Brandon heading in. I've got a guy there. These two guys are going to fight each other. Brandon versus... Oh, it's Clements! Clements! And Rigby, or whatever his name was. Chinese person gets the missile out first. And he's going defensive with his big, powerful new engines. Oh, he's turning into the missile because Clements is a freaking idiot. Where is he? I've lost him. Clements, where the hell are you? The viewers want to see your timely demise. There he is. Oh, he has maybe done enough. Look, he's full burn and he's just powering through. Yes, he got it. He got the perfect notch. The missile lost track for a second. Didn't reacquire. Why doesn't they reacquire? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But he didn't get a chance to fire. Did he got any missiles? Ah, that would be why he didn't fire. Kind of a Clements problem. Oh, and he line of sights the missile. No, he doesn't. He went through a birch tree. Oh, good kill, Brandon. Brandon, how does it feel? Tell me.
Yeah.
There you
It was
go.
an easy fight, Cap. Easy fight.
Apparently it was an easy fight. Viewers, what a brilliant fight. One of our best, if not the best, guys. Bragging rights. Brandon, 2 kills. Cannonball, it says 1, but even though I saw him get 2, but fine. Scoreboards were super iffy in this game. Wombat got a kill. So well done. It's really hard for humans to get kills in these battles. In scenarios like this, when they've got big, long 120-mile missiles, basically. Guys, that's 100%. We've got that. We've now got that perfect. I can tell. There's no improvement that we've done on that. Super chuffed with that, viewers. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you later.